And a very good evening, everybody, and welcome to All Four Back, episode 31. I am Chester430, and tonight I am joined by Shad. Good evening, sir.
Hello there.
And making a guest appearance in place of Hadlington, who's battling an illness, but we do say get well soon to Mr. Hadlington, who's in chat with us tonight. We welcome in Tank. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Well, happy Friday, boys. It's been a nice one outside weather-wise and all that. Of course, it's been hot action on track in the STS world this week. Looking ahead to tonight's programme, and we have a Week 9 league review. Of course, the league table, Shaz's Ride of the Week. We have a BGP and SCS Round 2 preview from Buxton taking place on Sunday. And, of course, the big one, Week 10, which will be the first leg of the Knockout Cup between the Norse and the Cowboys. So, shall we crack on with the first bit of news? Of course, it was league action, Week 9. And the first match we had was the Hackney Norse against the Plymouth Panthers. And this was demolition. Operation Hackney. 63-27, what can only be described as an absolute massacre. I'll bring Shads in first, because you were in that meeting. So your thoughts on this one, because Hackney literally ran wild.
Yeah, it wasn't great. It wasn't great. I did enjoy it. I mean, there's actually no pressure on me, so I quite enjoyed it. I think I was second top scorer, so yeah, I didn't do too bad. But this North one was just on a different level. Even when the rare times we gated and we were in winning positions, they found a way to get past. I think we only had the one heat winner all night, and that was Guy Ryder in his last race. Yeah, it was pretty humbling evening. But I've got to say, hats off to North. They're very good. They are very good. When they don't gate, they get past you. They use the outside line. They use the inside line. They've obviously practiced the track well. I think they're doing a lot more practice than they did last year. And the two new signings have made a hell of a difference. They've lifted the rest of the team, and don't forget they're without their number one Max as well. But I think they did score about 12 points from rider replacement, so it didn't really harm them. They're very forensic. They've obviously studied the track well, and they just know exactly where to ride. Very, very few errors. And once they get ahead, you just don't get past them.
And I will say, obviously, looking at the Hackney team, I mean, looking at like Sletter on a 3.42 average and scoring 14 points, including 4 straight heat wins. It's something like, they've taken us all by surprise this year. Has
Not all. I think Scotty will argue with you about that. I don't know if he knew something we didn't.
Yeah. But also, congrats to Mackinnon for getting a paid 18-point max as well. So congrats to Mackinnon there getting that. But again, Panthers still looking, I believe, for their first points of the season. They go into their next match against the Warriors, and of course that's the bottom of the table clash. So either way, one of the teams is going to get points in that match. Talking of the Warriors, they were in action as well up against the Poole Cowboys, and this one again was a big away win for the Cowboys by 53 points to 37. We do have the Warriors captain Tank in with us. Tank, a tough match against the Cowboys, but against likes of Stefan and Bobby. I mean, were you expecting that?
Oh, absolutely. We were under no illusions it would be a tough meeting throughout, and it proved to be that right throughout the meeting until just the tail end where they just got the better of us. Stefan is, you know what you're going to get from Stefan, and Bobby, we expected pretty much similar. Yeah, it was kind of like we knew what we could do at home and that if we were all firing and that, but it was trying to pick up them places that would obviously give us a boost. And yeah, we didn't get the rub of the green in the end, but yeah, it's disappointing to lose, but when you come up against the Cowboys and they're having a decent season at this early stage, you can't grumble too much. But when we go to Paul, we'll give him a hard meeting again. So
He must be pleased with your new signing, Marley. He had a pretty decent meeting, didn't he?
he did, yeah. He's shown a liking for Rye House already, which is good. And he generally performs quite well. So um, it was disappointing to lose and that Badger when we did, but the Smilers done just equal, if not better, replacement at the time. So yeah, I can't grumble at it at all.
What happened with Cam?
Um, I don't think he was on the pace for some reason. And then obviously both Cam and Rico couldn't race in the same race in Heat 8, so that didn't help. But no, it's a one-off meeting where Cam doesn't do well. Hopefully, it's the only blip of the season.
Well, I mean, there was a bit of a silver lining for the Warriors team, especially for your number one, Craig, who took the silver helmet off of Stefan. So that was a bit of a silver lining for you boys. Of course, whenever you get Craig versus Stefan in a head-to-head, you're always guaranteed, fireworks. And I believe that went down to it was a best of three, and it went down to the last race, didn't it?
Yeah, went to the third one. Yeah, I think Craig won the first one, Stefan won the second race, and then Craig won the third one. So yeah, it
And
went back and forth.
And he defends it at the track he made as well.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Well, yeah, he told the track. So
He filed it.
So he knew he knew where to go.
Yeah, but then
We will do.
But then Craig's quite a savvy rider. He knows where to go on each track. So yeah, and you kind of expect him to know where to ride like you would Stefan. You know what I mean? It's just between the two. There's not much between them. They know where to ride and like inch for inch. So, but yeah, I know Stefan wasn't too pleased to have lost the silver helmet. I spoke to him afterwards, and yeah, he wasn't too pleased. And I didn't rub it in. I was nice about it, but yeah, and that because I did give him a bit of a ribbon before and in the lead up to me, and I said yeah, and I said, and then maybe I said we'll get the silver helmet off you. I said, and we might actually see it for the next 2 seasons again. I didn't actually.
He's not had it. He's not had it for that long, has he?
No, just I think 2 weeks, 1-2 weeks, something
Yeah,
like
a couple of weeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he win it off? Did he win it off Sizzler?
that.
Was it Sizzler he won it off?
I can't remember.
I know that DL Shaw won it from Steph, and then Steph won it back.
Might have been from Sizzler, I think.
I think it might have been from Sizzler.
Keeps you there saying, can't wait for Craig to lose it to the Panthers on a track that he made. Oof. a lot of fighting talk from the chat there about the old silver helmet. My God.
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, to put it into a bit of context, Craig did 20 minutes of practice and still managed to get the silver helmet. So I'm not entirely sure on that.
How he does it is beyond me. Like I have no idea how he does it.
No. I couldn't. Not yet,
nah.
anyway. 17 years and I still can't do that.
Oh no. So with a big win for the Hackney Norse and a big win for the Cowboys, we then moved on to the third match of the week. Sorry, and this was a close one. 46-44, the Newcastle Piemen against the Hyde Spartans. And I believe this was the Piemen's first win of the season. Very close match right the way through. Sewn up in Heat 14 by Bewitcher and Tintin 5-1. I've just been corrected by Hadlington. Thank you, sir. First home league win. Thank you, Powers, for correction. But again, very close match for this one. That blip in Heat 12 for racer Ryan, who was currently unbeaten at the time. Sort of swung the match in the Pieman's favour. Although bearing in mind, they brought it back to 40-38. Then again, Tintin and Bewitcher with that 5-1 in Heat 14, which meant all that Squall and Paris had to do was just finish. And they did, and it was a 46-44 home win for the Piemen. But yeah, I'm judging by the programme that this was a good match. Nice to see Hobnall getting a Heat win as well after his last ride, rather than like having 4 last places.
And it's good to see the top 3 scoring as well, which helps a hell of a lot.
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
Although Paris didn't make double figures, which is unusual for him.
And only 1 Heat win too.
Yeah, very
Again,
unusual.
very.
They could have won by a lot more, but credit to Spartan for giving them a good fight.
Yes. So, and as Hallington's just said, 3 5-1s for Pies with Bewitcher involved in all. Baz rode a Stormer in Heat 13.
Yes,
that's the one he won. Yeah, that's the one he won.
Yeah. A funny meeting for Baz. 4 last places and a win. You don't see that very often, do you?
Well, I mean, look at Skyrider in the Hackney Norse match. He had 4
that's
last
true,
places.
Yeah. He
it
fell off the
happens.
pace. He fell off the pace, and then he goes and wins the race.
Couldn't script it, could you? Couldn't script it. So, with all those matches taking place, the league table looks like this. With Hackney Norse currently at the top on 13 points, but now they are level with the Poole Cowboys. And Cowboys do have a match in hand. So potentially a Cowboys win in their next match. And dare we say a Hackney defeat. Then we'll look at potentially new league leaders this early in the season. Spartans currently on 3rd place with 10 points, followed by the Pies on 7, Birmingham on 5, and still yet to score the Warriors and the Panthers. So still, as I said, it's still a long way to go in the season. Anything can change, results can change, and it's all going to be pretty good. Anyways, with that being said,
no one's running away with it at the moment.
No, it hasn't. No, I mean, what was
interesting?
What was it last year? It was the Storm and Warriors. They were like head to head, weren't they? And they were like up the top. And
But don't rule out the Spartans yet.
No, it's still early days in the season yet.
Yeah.
Capesy saying we just want to feel strong holding the league up. Well, if the Gladiators doing it in real time, Spear, Capesy, you're in good hands there, mate. So with that being, yeah,
there's only a couple of points difference in it between those two at the moment, anyway.
Yeah. So with that being said, we're going to bring on now to the usual rider of the week, and with that we hand over to Shads. All yours, sir.
Yes, it's not that much of a difficult one this week. There's only sort of 3 riders that really stood out for me this week. I say Slater, for a guy on that average to score 14 from 6, pretty impressive. I mean, did he have 4 heat wins? I think he zoomed past me like I was standing still, which isn't really unusual. So I suppose we could really mention that. Mackinnon, I think that was probably his first maximum. But purely because it's an away meeting, he was 0.05 off the track record. I'm giving it to Toretto this week for his 12 plus 2 and 5 rides. And almost beating Craig's track record at Newcastle. It's Dan gone.
I was thinking we've lost him.
Sorry, no, I was muted. My
I thought
apologies.
he fell off his chair when I said Toretto. I thought he was
Sorry, sorry, I was muted. My apologies. Yeah, Toretto's the SCS wildcard on Sunday. So hopefully, with this form, he'll be. Thank you, KFC, you idiot. Oh, yeah, Plymouth videos. Yeah, funny. So yeah, with Toretto being in the SCS wildcard on Sunday, he could potentially be a dark horse, especially in this form that he's got. So with that being said, we're gonna, I believe, go on to our first break of the night, or our only break of the night, I believe. When we come back, we're gonna have the BGP and SCS previews, and of course, a look ahead to the Knockout Cup, Norse versus Cowboys. So stick around. We'll see you guys in 2 minutes. And welcome back, everybody, to All Four Back with myself, Shad, and our guest presenter, Tank. So, what we're going to do, chapter now, is we're going to look ahead to this coming Sunday, the BGP and the SCS rounds at Buxton. Shad, your favourite track. Now, I believe in the SCS meeting there are a few changes. We'll get onto that in a couple of minutes. But again, Buxton. Tank, you're refereeing this one, mate. That lineup, oof. I mean, it's going to be a good meeting, especially on that track. It's the track is going to be an equalizer.
It should be nice and tight. It'll be interesting to see who copes with it better. And anything we'll go for it. I'm personally looking forward to it because I love the track. If I had my way, it would be second on my list as a home track behind Trelawney. But so I'm hoping to do well. But then I say that, and I'll probably just toot around at the back in the end. But it should be a close one. I think the likes of Powis, Stefan, Bobby, are ones, and obviously Ryan and that are the standout ones, but this could be anyone's meeting to do well in and go on to win.
Yeah, definitely. It's you can say you got two gate twos in that match. Any sort of heats that you're not in that you quite like the look of? That's going to be I'm looking at heat 20 actually. Dare I say it? Racer Ryan, Tank, Stefan and Hadlington. No, there was one heat where was that the first round that had heat 20 as Steph, Craig, Powis, and Haz. I can't remember now, but it was. Which of those heats do you find that's going to give the most entertainment?
I'll go for Heat 9.
Heat 9, 101, Powis, Craig, and Steph. Oh,
Wow.
Christ!
Out. Yeah.
Man, anyone comes last in that race, my goodness, that blimmin' hell. That's
Stefan's off the outside gate as well, so that should be an advantage.
yeah.
Just straight for the fast line.
Well,
Yeah.
Steph has got 2 back-to-back gate 4s. So, oof, blimey, that heat 9, blimmin' hell.
Yeah.
That side does seem to be the favourable gate.
See, what you want is you want the final round, the final qualifying race to be the top 4. And like if one misses out, they're not in the semi-finals, and that's what you want to see. But then it's anybody's. I mean, any one of those 16 can win. It's been quite a
I'll make
yeah.
it 15.
I mean, 15. Well,
15,
don't
not me.
don't doubt yourself, man. Jesus.
I have fun. That's not a problem.
Oh, yeah. You're like Shad leaving his form back in season 15. When is Shad season 15? Or something along those lines.
No, season 5, I think.
Yeah.
When I finished with a 7-point average. Finished with a 7-point average.
Yeah, one of the two.
It was season 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Iceman at Newcastle. Funny enough.
Newcastle Icemen. Yay, that's going back a few years. Blimey.
Live a lot of years.
Yeah. So of course this takes place Sunday, August 4th at 8:30. At the same time, we do have the SCS round also taking place at Buxton. Now I believe there are changes in this match as well, and I believe Shad, you do have that. We do know obviously that Toretto is going to be the wild card for this match. I've just seen the chat. Hadlington has just said Craig won't be riding.
Yeah.
That's breaking news for the BGP. So Craig will not be riding in that BGP first round or that second round.
Yeah, he put he wasn't available when Hadlington did the check in the chat, obviously because the form's down. He put a mark on the red to say he wouldn't be there. So. But that's the only one. And in the Size Championship for this one, we got no Wolfie, so Super Dip's in for him. There's no Hutty, so Owen's coming. Frax isn't riding, so Tintin's riding in place of him, and Pompey's not available, so Liam comes in, and La Sorciers is unavailable, so Alan McNally comes in for him.
I think that's the most changes in one meeting, I believe. If I'm correct in saying.
It's pretty close, yeah. It's pretty close. We had a few, 1 or 2 last season, I think. So.
Well, don't forget the time of year as well. People are on holidays now. Now the schools have packed up.
Yeah,
in England.
I think about. Well, I know at least 2 are holiday related, and one is. Hutty's actually grass tracking in a meeting, his first one. So.
Oh yeah, he's doing sidecars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
So it'll be interesting to see the ones that are making it to tapes.
Did you make it was Westy Boy for Cam as well? Had's just said in the chat.
Yes, and Westy Boy for Cam. Yes, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's the right noise, mate. No worries. But again, this one's looking quite close because of course you got Big Slow Caney, who's currently leading, I believe. Yeah. And then you've got the riders that are on form, which are Mackinnon and Toretto, especially after those scores after the last round of league fixtures.
And Mackinnon.
So, yeah, I did say Mackinnon. Yeah, Mackinnon.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. but it's not
Hmm.
Hackney, is it? So
No, it's
very
not Hackney,
different
is
from
it?
Hackney. Very
Yeah,
different from Hackney.
but he's coming in off of some good form. That's why also I mentioned about his potential for a good meeting. Hopefully, fingers crossed. So, Shads, what heat in this one do you like the look of? Like, who's like the ones to watch in?
Anyone that I'm not in, I think looking at the lineup, I think Toretto's going to have a very good chance of winning this round.
Hmm.
Carries on. It depends how much he's going to practice. I think he eight probably. He
Heat
eight
eight.
with
Caney, Cappy,
the leader coming up against Loretto. But it's hard to
Capesy
say
saying
on this
Heat
track. I mean,
20.
Heat
Yeah,
20.
that's it. The track will
Yeah,
be a leveler. It will be a level. It
yeah,
will be a leveler, I reckon.
Possibly Heat
yeah.
10.
It's a very very precise line, isn't it?
Heat 10. Westy Boy, Mackinnon, Ben Thompson, Heppel.
It definitely won't favour the dive bombers,
Yeah.
which pretty much rules me out.
I don't know, you can dive bomb it a little bit.
Not much. It's not one of those where you just dive, it's not one of those where you can dive right up the inside and knock someone out.
Oh, I'll
The
give it.
fast line seems to be right round the outside.
Oh, I'll give it a good go, and I just have to make sure I
Mm.
get me entrance right.
Well, like I
That's
said,
the thing.
the track's going to be a leveler. I mean, we are yet to stream a BGP or SES round yet. We're hoping to in the later part of the season actually get one streamed. Of course, it's trying to find the screen shares and referees and everything else in between. So hopefully in the near future we will have a screen share for the BGP or the SCS. But yeah, it's Buxton will be a game changer for both BGP and SCS, and of course you'll find out all the details of who won what next week on All Four Back. So we're
The only good thing I can say about this track is there won't be many reruns for first bend graphing.
oh
Because
yes.
no one's going to be going for the inside on bend one.
Oh well said there, Shads. Well said. So it leads us on now to our final part of the show, which is the previews of next week's meetings. And this one, it's the first leg of the Knockout Cup Grand Final. First leg, Hackney against Poole at 9:15 on Wednesday. Now I can confirm that there will be potentially, just waiting to confirm for a screen sharer, we are hopefully going to be having this match screen shared and broadcast live. And commentating on that match will be Skyrider and myself. So you have Sky and myself announcing the first leg of the KO Cup. Obviously, just waiting for confirmation for a screen share and the referee to be allowing it, and also the captain from Hackney as well. I believe Bobby is he's happy with it being
Yeah, I
screen
spoke to
shared.
him last night. He's okay with it.
Yes. So Bobby is okay with it. Just got to find confirmation from Mr. Fakey. And they specifically asked for this time, did Hackney. So I'm thinking that if it was a different time, they'd have been substantially weaker. So this match is going to be very, very, as Haddington said, it's going to be a very, very close match. But Hackney again at full strength, they're going to be tough to keep it close, the Cowboys. But chaps, so I'll start with you, Tank. First of all, your thoughts on this match, because Knockout Cup, first match or first trophy of the season on the line here in terms of first leg. You've been in the same situation with Warriors against Storm last year. Just give us your thoughts on what's going through the mind of both these teams heading into Wednesday.
I think for Norse, they're feeling pretty good and comfortable and very confident on the home track. So you have to be on your absolute A game and whatever else you can pull out the hat to keep it as close as you can. I mean, it's doable. We were lucky in some respects to catch Norse in week 1 at Hackney and only lose by 8 points. So they can be contained and get a close one. So I think Cowboys can go there, and with the likes of Stefan, 101, Bobby, if Dip's on form, and then you got the likes of Rico, Lasortia and Lange, whichever one is riding. As long as they're all firing all cylinders on the same night, they'll give Norse a run for their money, and I could see this. They're both going to it confident, but as a result after the first leg, I would probably edge it towards Norse just because of how well they've gone at home. But when it comes to the return leg, it's gonna come down to fine margin, but I think Cowboys will have enough. But again, they'd have to be on their tiptoes for that one. But I think they're going to confident.
Well, say Haddington's predicting a 48-42 Norse win. Hobnob saying a 54-36 to Norse. What's your score prediction, Tank?
I'm gonna go for 46-44.
Katie saying 75-15.
No, I've done that. 46-44 I'll go. I think they'll just edge it, and it'll set it up nicely for the second leg, because there's not going to be much in it either way.
Shads, what do you think?
I think you're pretty much guaranteed 30 plus points from the top 3. I think Stefan and Bobby will go very well there. 101, you never know what you're going to get, but I'm pretty confident he'll score a few points. For me, it's gonna be the middle and bottom end that's gonna win this meeting. I think Dip, Rico, and either Lasortia or Lango, whoever rides, assuming all the others are available. I should think they are for a cup final. I should think they'll make themselves available. I think it's going to be a lot. It's going to be depend on what Dip, Rico, and whoever's riding at reserve do. I'm going to go for a. Oh, crikey. If both teams are at full strength, I'm going to go for an 8-point North win.
Ooh. Okay. So Tank gives it as a 46-44. You give it as an 8-point win. I'm tempted to sort of both strengths teams, both wanting it. The ideal scenario would be a 45 or draw, but I can't see that happening, especially around Hackney.
Well, North did pretty well at Hull in the league, didn't they? What did they lose by? Was it lost by 4 points?
4 points, yeah.
Lost by 4 points in the league. So that's going to give them a bit of a hope going to Hull for the second leg. Even just a 10-point win might be enough.
Yeah. I'm going to go 47-43 Hackney. That'll be my prediction. And then the second leg.
No one's going for a North 60-pointer then.
Well, as I said,
apart from Catesby.
Yeah, as I said, a full strength Hackney is dangerous, but a full strength Cowboys could give them a run for their money. That's why I'm going for 47-43. But like I said, we are hoping to have this match screen shared live on Wednesday with Sky Rider and myself. doing the comms. Am I right in saying this is the only match this week?
Correct,
Yes.
yeah.
It is indeed, yes. Wow, we've gone through it. 40 minutes for the show, boys. I think it's the fastest one we've done. So I mean, is there anything else you guys want to? Oh, Bobby just said we are without Le Sorcier. Oh,
Ooh,
so again,
what kind of Lango
uh,
will turn up?
I think Lango
yeah.
said he liked Hackney.
Uh, Bobby, if you're free, mate, you want to quickly drop in for a quick chat? Mackinnon, it was Toretto. Got the
But Mackinnon did get honourable mention.
oh, Bobby's at the pub. Never mind then, mate. You carry on. Oh dear. Oh, who else can we? Powers never speaks. 101's been and gone. There's not many that can maybe pop in for a chat.
Mackinnon, Sletter.
Well, we have heard Mackinnon before because he spoke with Fakey. Just got home from the league match here in Sweden. Oh wow. I mean, Mackinnon, if you are sort of available, my good sir, I mean, if you want to pop in, so I know we spoke with him before with Fakey. We're gonna get Mackinnon. There you go. Slater broke his headset again. Darn it, Slater.
We're gonna have to have a headset broken count at this rate.
Yeah, definitely. Get Capesy in there, says Hobnob.
Yeah, get him to put the tapes down and walk away.
Like he does.
Oh, even with the pink gloves.
Yes. Oh, Mackinnon, good evening,
Hello,
sir.
guys. Greetings.
Hey, how you
How
doing,
are you
mate?
guys? I'm doing fine. How about you?
Yeah, not too bad, man. Not too bad. We're just talking about the first leg of the Knockout Cup on Wednesday. I mean, Hackney going in on some really good form, and of course for yourself that paid max on last week. You're going into this match full of confidence. How are the boys getting in terms of practice?
I mean, we're feeling pretty good right now as a team on Hackney and having Hackney as our home track. We feel confident about this Saturday, but I think it will be a great match and it will be a thriller, I think, in the both legs and the total win.
We have been giving our suggestions of how close the match is going to be or how far in front you guys are going to be. I mean, like you said, last season you guys were literally rock bottom, getting hammered everywhere you went. But this year, you've really surprised a lot of the teams, a lot of the riders in the league, being top of the league this season and having win after win after win and getting big scores as well at home. What's Fakey been feeding you?
It's nothing special actually. It's just been us and the guys, me and the guys, practicing every evening actually, pretty much.
Wow.
Doesn't matter which track it is, but we put some time on Hackney and wanted it to be our home track and have the advantage. Last season we didn't, and it cost us pretty much everything.
Yeah. Do you think looking forward now, like in future seasons, do you think Hackney's going to be like a permanent Norse track, or will you sort of then progress to maybe other tracks in the game, or will you stick as Hackney as your base of operations?
We talked about switching tracks, and we also talked about keeping Hackney if we can stay as a Swedish team. We actually don't know how the outcome will be after or until the season is over. So we don't know yet, actually.
Yeah. And then of course you go into Sunday's SCS match, round 2 at Buxton. A track you've seen before, or is it your first time going there? for the SCS?
It's my first time actually, but I feel pretty confident on Buxton as well. So I
Yeah.
hope I will make revenge for myself and maybe win over Big Slow this time.
Absolutely. Well, like I said, we are going to hopefully have this Norse match broadcast on Wednesday. Just waiting for Fakey's confirmation if he allows it to happen. So you'll be the first top match that we're going to stream on this week, hopefully. So because you had 9:15 over here in the UK, actually a specific time, because I believe that Hackney were going to be a bit short of riders.
Yeah,
If
we have
it was a different time.
half of our team is working shifts, and we end our shift at 9 UK time. So we have 15 minutes to get home and just start the computer and get just straight into it.
Yeah. Tank, Shads, any questions for Mackinnon? Hopefully they will. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah. they've been.
Mackie, have you had a look at the Buxton track yet for Sunday?
Yeah. What about it?
Do you like it? How are you getting on with it?
One more time. Sorry.
I know there's a few of us that are struggling.
I don't feel like struggling. I feel pretty confident actually, and I hope I will get some points and maybe make the final.
Hadlington gives you a top 3 finish.
Oh, then I have something to live up to.
No
Don't
pressure,
let
then,
it down.
Mackinnon.
No pressure.
No pressure at all.
Brilliant. Tank, any questions for Mackinnon?
Do you know? I think it's your first paid maximum on.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I thought it was. Yeah. That's you're all on form that night. So it was. I guess that was quite good to get a paid maximum. Something that I've still not done. Not that I'm bitter,
Well,
but
the practice told me other things. I was completely off at the practice with the Norse guys, and I felt like this will be a rough night, but I managed to get through and get a paid maximum, and I'm happy for it.
Hank, you know my favourite saying.
yeah.
Maximums aren't for everyone.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Well, Mackinnon, thanks for popping in, mate. We will wish you all the best for Wednesday and also for Sunday.
Thank you,
I
guys.
say we hope to get the stream for that match, and hoping for a good close match.
And I think it will be a really good match to broadcast, actually, and I hope many people watch it.
We hope so, mate. We hope so.
We will
Cool.
try to make it interesting.
Yes. Don't make starts.
No, always be humble, you know.
Yes, absolutely. Mackinnon, thanks for coming in, mate. Really appreciate it, and we'll let you head off. And good luck on Sunday, and we hope to see you Wednesday.
Yeah, thank you. Take care, guys.
Take care, mate. All the best. Cheers. Yeah, so nice to get Mackinnon in for a quick chat there. Looking ahead to Wednesday. I think, chats, with that being said, we can wrap up proceedings. It's been a good show. There will be a match. There will be a podcast next week where we hopefully will have Hadlington back. And then also there won't be a stream in 2 weeks' time because we're all going to be in Cardiff for the Grand Prix. Yes, Cardiff, baby. Yes, indeed, Cape C. Yes, indeed, you got it right. Hopefully you guys will be there in Cardiff. Be good to see you all. So with that being said, I will say a good night to Shads.
Good night, all.
And we'll say a good night to our guest presenter for the evening, Tank. Good night, sir.
Good night.
Thanks for coming in, mate. Really appreciate it. Thank you all for popping in. As usual, next week, usual time, 8 o'clock. Keep a look on the Facebook and Discord for any information about the stream for Wednesday. I've been Chester 430. We'll see you all later, and enjoy yourself. Take it easy.